Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday. My name is Dean, and this is Eno E Whiskey. Welcome. Today we'll be tasting for you Old Grandad 114 Straight Bourbon. This is distilled through Jim Beam Distilleries, Claremont, Kentucky. 57% alcohol by volume, or 114 proof. 63% corn, 27% rye, 10% malted barley. This being a heavier rye content style bourbon, this should be a little more spicy on the tongue. Have a lot more of those type of notes come out of it. We'll check it here in just a second. Really excited to check this out. I've seen this bottle multiple times and haven't actually bought it until just recently. But I'm really looking forward to this tasting. So I'm spilling it on the side of the glass here. Alright. Coloration is nice and dark. Pushing a mahogany almost. I'd read on another review of this bourbon, the taster had actually put down that this particular bourbon has some hair on his chest. And he wasn't kidding. Very strong with the cinnamon and the brown sugars. Some orange peel. Definitely gets with the alcohol burn on the nose. If you're doing a nosing on whiskeys or bourbons or scotches, and you notice that it begins to burn your nose, open your mouth just a little bit and allow some of that to actually dissipate and make it a little bit easier on you. To get used to actually smelling these things without having to do that, to keep from burning your nose, because it could actually mess up your senses to where it's going to hamper and taint your taste. So if you do get that burning sensation, just open your mouth real quick, continue to breathe, and you'll be able to get the nuances of the alcohol. Nice. Oh, before I taste it, look at the windows. And they're not forming very quickly, so that tells me it should be more on the oilier side, should kind of coat the mouth more, be longer lasting. We'll find out. Wow. Right up front, because it is a 114 proof. A lot of alcohol bite. Lots of burn. But a nice apricot, nice brown sugar, vanilla, caramel. Toward the back part of the palate, a little more of the citrus flavors come through, some pepper, obviously, being have your rye content. Because of the fact that it's such a high alcohol proof with the 114 proof, for some people, this might be a little bit on the harsh, almost brash side, where it's going to be a little, really forward in flavor. But because of the fact that the actual flavors, once they do start to come through, are so much more enjoyable, because of the way that the product is produced, it allows you to actually drink the 114 proof, stronger whiskey, and it not be too over-intrusive. But the first taste of it is definitely quite eye-opening, because it is definitely a powerful little jewel here. Second time around, not near as bad. Definitely get a lot of the apricot, definitely a lot of the citrusy. No, I'm getting a lot more of that. Long-lasting palate. It hangs around the tongue quite a bit. Mouth coats the mouth very nicely. Doesn't dissipate right away. Nice well-run bourbon. Gotta give it to Jim Beam. They make a fantastic product. I've not had any of their products lines yet that has been even marginal, to say the least. It's been everything I've had from them has been, top shelf stuff. If you like what we do here at Eno E, please hit the like and subscribe button at the bottom of the page and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. On Wednesday mornings, I do post a picture of the bourbon, scotch, and whiskey we're tasting that day. In this case, here will be the Old Grandad 114. I just must have scratching my nose, which social distancing should say I shouldn't do that, and I apologize. I will wash my hands as soon as this is done. On Wednesday mornings, I do post a picture of the bourbon, scotch, and whiskey we're tasting that day. So with that said, the best bourbon, scotch, whiskeys out there is the one that you like to drink the way that you like to drink it. Wish you all a pleasant weekend. Cheers.